Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I will be reading a multi-character extruder written by Anime Baby 00 on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Gon. Whenever you end up getting hurt, it was usually when the two of you were exploring Whale Island together, or just adventuring in general. It could be so small that you don't notice it, but Gon does anyway. Lion, you're hurt. And you look down, trying to see what he was so concerned about, only to find a small cut on your arm. Oh, it's just a little cut, don't worry about it. No, Lion, I have to see it. And he does not even give you time to let him, taking your arm gently and looking over it very carefully, taking his time to make sure that it wasn't that bad, and also to see if you had any others. But he's gentle. He always makes sure not to hurt you, because you're already hurt. He didn't want to risk hurting you again, so of course he had to be careful with you. And once he's done, he would pull away with a smile, satisfied. Looks like that's the only one. Come on, let me patch it up for you. And then he would get out the small bag he had, one he had brought specifically for you if you got injured, and he would hold out your arm, making sure to sanitize the injury first, before bandaging it gently, laying down, and kissing it better. It was the most adorable thing you ever had. But even if you loved it, you promised yourself to be more careful, so you wouldn't be so worried all the time. Killua, your injuries were not from clumsiness, but rather they happened during fights or sparring lessons that you took with Killua. Idiot, he said fondly, getting an ice pack from the fridge and passing it to you. This could have been avoided. I know, he said, seemingly nonchalant about it altogether. After all, you were quite used to the injuries, so they were nothing new. But the problem was that Killua did not understand that they did not affect you so badly, so there was no reason to worry at all. Even though, perhaps you were wrong, right? You should have considered that. He's always pretty gentle with you, though. He doesn't want you to hurt. And he doesn't want to be the one to hurt you. But he knows that you must train, so that you could not be easily hurt by others. After all, an accidental bruise is better than something worse. And if that was what was going to be necessary for now, then he was going to go through with it. Can we rest? I'm so exhausted, he heard you say, raking him out of his inner monologue. Oh, seriously? But you haven't even done much. Come on, Killua. And of course, how could he say no to that face? Minutes after, you were in Killua's arms, the two of you watching TV, as you cuddled close to him, snacks and chips in your hands, as you watch a soft, fluffy movie, forgetting about turning altogether. Kurapika. Kurapika was such a gentle lover. He has never wronged you in any way, and he has always been nice and kind to you, taking care of you in any way he can. So of course, you wanted to pay him that favor back in every single way you could, even if you could only do it through ordinary things, like perhaps cooking him a meal, or buying him a shirt, or knitting a sweater for him. Anything you could do, you would. So mostly, all of your injuries happened because of your clumsiness. He excused them though, but he would always lecture you, very gently, to be more careful so you wouldn't hurt yourself more. and it's always made you blush sometimes. Because, well, it showed how much I'm worried about you and how much he loved you. Today, after I'd made dinner, you were waiting for him to come back, and you knew he had a pretty important job tomorrow, a meeting or something. You didn't recall perfectly, but you knew that it was important, and he had told you to get him something nice to wear. And so you had. You ironed it. Then, you noticed that there was a hole in the shirt. And of course, you didn't want him to go out or something like that. So, you got a needle and the thread, getting them out and picking up his shirt, sitting down in your chair that you knit his clothes in, and starting to quickly sew it shut. You didn't hear the door being closed. You were busy with what you were doing, so you didn't notice your surroundings at all. So all of a sudden, when you were being a little bit too quick and heard his voice, it shifted your focus completely from the shirt. And then, the needle got on your finger. Ow! You held out, frowning at the blood that was leaking from your finger, and putting the shirt down, not wanting to get too dirtied with the blood. Oh, darling, is something wrong? Kurapika came into the room, looking at you. Then, he saw his shirt on the ground, a thread and a needle above it, and he quickly understood the situation, looking over your finger. Let's wash it up. He took it to the bathroom, turning on the tap water, and getting a sanitizer, waiting until you were done, and just spraying it on the wound, which was actually non-existent, but hey, he was worried. He would always worry too much, and he would always tell him that. But better safe than sorry, as he said. And once he was done, he kissed your finger, hugging you close. Don't hurt yourself for me, my love. I don't want you to hurt, so please be careful next time. He smiled, melting at his hold, and nodding at his shirt as he hugged back.